Yeah, I'm just taking another swig of my drink, sort of thing. So put that back in the bag. I've taken the blue tack off, so there's no blue tack on the speakers now whatsoever. And didn't have it on spot colour then, unfortunately, but anyway, so that'll be a blue one. So we've just got the beanie over now. Maybe that's good enough, I don't know. Keep making sure it's running. Not pressing buttons or something. Okay, so we've got all this lovely verbiage, cherry essence in the air. Making sure I've got my keys. The rock is there. And we're going to swiftly, hopefully walk back to the other area. And but now it's dampish, I suppose. In back vistas you'll probably recognise. There we are. So now this we're going to be walking down. I'm probably going to be walking out of the area we want to explore, so it'll be easier. By walking down we might actually see something more important, I don't know. But as I said, so you reckon $250 million is cheap for a coup in southern Abbott land sort of thing? You never know. You never know, it might go more than... well, you know, if they got them out of a mining tax, how much do you think the miners would be willing to pay? Or you saved us all this money, we'll give that to you and you can have a soft coup. Because we want to get rid of this joker once and for all. Maybe that's the way they thought, I don't know. Maybe they thought, because whatever they say about Kevin Rudd, I don't think they've actually got the evidence to back it up, which is probably what's going on with this Mueller investigation in America. Again, it's all talk, no action. They haven't actually got the evidence to back up what they're saying. So eventually, I suspect what's going to happen, and if they don't watch it, this could be patriots in quotes, could go into all those, well, they're not even news networks, are they? They're not real journalists. You know, I mean, maybe that's the excuse. You know, well, you're not really a journalist. And here we go. And just to show you how much contempt we have, here's a full clip. So they won't be taking them out in handcuffs, put it that way. And maybe the only way the cameraman, camerawoman will get out alive will say, if you want to live, keep filming. And it'll be in 4K or better with those studio cameras. And you'll be seeing Mika climbing up the back of a chair. You'll see Dilbert, Citron, all the others. I know. Who do you pick to keep a, you know, it's not what the Indians used to do. They used to keep someone alive to spread the message. Who do you pick? You know, do you leave one of those so-called fake news stations untouched and say, well, we spared you, but we took out all the rest? Is that how it's going to go down? I don't know. I mean, yeah, how far are you going to push the populace? You know? I mean, Bill Smith had something on Red October. It was a different slant to what the term Red October meant. So, is it a red wave in October? I think that's what he was trying to say, rather than it's a blue fizzle and a red wave. And is that what's going to go down? I don't know. I mean, you never know. I mean, it's going to be the second American. It's going to be a world revolution, I reckon. I mean, he's stopped North Korea, but they're still pretending that he hasn't. Iran's, no, not Iran. Erdogan, who's basically put half the population in prison, I think. His lira or whatever, how you pronounce his currency. I don't think it's the Italian lira or something. He's gone through the floor, so he's about to collapse, and you know. He's either going to do a Clogged and try and escape the country in a helicopter or something like that. And you know what happened to Clogged? Yeah, I reckon something similar will probably happen to Erdogan. And he's, you know, doesn't he have close ties to some other people in the area? Could get rather interesting, as I said, and the fact that its currency has fallen to the floor so quickly. They reckon we need a reset for the global currency. I mean, if you look at some of the things that Greg Hunter has been talking about for months now, about the Deutsche Bank, you know, it's a big black hole. When that goes down, they're either going to, you know, you're going to have to, you know, have a reset, or, you know, what's the phrase he's been using or something, where you basically just say, you know, this time, we the suckers, or we the people, aren't going to take the hit this time. You know, after the 2009 or whatever it was global financial crisis, you used as suckers to, you know, take the fall for you, and a lot of people ended up living in camper vans and probably some even on the streets, you know. How do you think they're going to feel about it this time? No, they're not going to take the hit time. It's going to be the big end of town that takes the hit this time. I'm just warning you, fellas. Put it this way, take the hit or lose your life. That's the way it's going to be, because that's how revolution goes down, you know. When the mob comes to your door, the only way you're going to protect yourself is say, no, it's not me, it's definitely them, but they'll do. I mean, that's the logic that's going to save you. And if you're the big end of town, I reckon you better just get your checkbook out or hand them an ingot and gold. It's the only thing that's going to and say, move on to the next fella and get you know, here's an ingot of gold. Now you move on to the next house and get one from them. And if they don't give you an ingot of gold like I've given you an ingot of gold, then you can give them natural justice. That's the only thing that's going to save you, I reckon. Something like that. Now I think we may have, I'm not sure if we've actually come to our zone where we want, but yeah, so as I said, I'm born on George Washington's birthday, so I've got nothing to worry about. I've got a natural passport to the United States, basically, you know. Yeah, yeah, so, you know, people laugh at my honesty, but at certain situations in your life, it stands you in good stead. I've got nothing to worry about, you know. Sort of like, I'm born George, oh, fair enough, on your way, sort of thing, you know. Yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, do you know anyone in your area that I'm saying, well, you know, I cannot tell a lie? Yeah, I could become very dangerous that way by telling the truth, because no one else seems to do, and I think that's what people are getting sick and tired of. These fake news stations, these 4 AM drops, which are pretty convincing. As I said, lots of other YouTubers have gone online and shown, well, you know, look at the time stamp on this and the time stamp on that. It's pretty convincing, and it happens day in, day out. You know, they're all written within about an hour of each other, all these articles with similar writing. But as one of the people spotted, I can tell who's writing this article, so it's not like, if it is computer generated, they've got an algorithm that can actually simulate this person, because I can actually tell it's Jim Acosta or someone else writing the article or something. I'm just throwing that name in there. No particular attachment to that name. Just pick one out of the air. So, but yeah. So, it's pretty the way, you know, how I describe a revolution, the way it starts, is a bit like a one of those landslides. You see the signs, but you never know when it's going to go. When it goes, you know it's going to go. You know, it's sort of. I've said that sort of phrase better in the past, but you know what I mean. You know there's going to be a landslide. It's one of those statistical things. I know it's going to happen in this period, but I don't know. I know it will definitely be. If we go back to this spot by then, the landslide would have occurred. But statistically, it will occur in this period sometime. But if you go back there, it will have definitely occurred. With absolute 100% certainty, you would have had the landslide there. But in between that period, you don't know when it's going to happen. But when it starts, it goes, you know. It's sort of like that. As I said, it's like a natural force sort of thing in a way, you know. And it's usually, with revolution, it's something really weird. It's a bit like with the French Revolution. It's someone trying to give a piece of bread to someone, you know. Oh, it's a bit stale, but, you know, they're in the bloody Bastille, you know. They'll be, and of course, and they start thinking about, giving bread, and they go back to the Bible and thinking, you know, Jesus feeding the 5,000, and say, well, why can't I give them some bread? Why can't I even give them some of the stale bread? And of course you got the let them eat cake sort of phrase sort of thing. I don't think that went down too well. And then of course then you got the weekly sermon from the pulpit, and suddenly someone says, oi, why can't we just give them some stale bread? Even Jesus did better than stale bread. And bang, it's on, you know. Suddenly someone says, you're right. And suddenly the penny drops, you know. You're spouting all this stuff, but you don't actually believe it yourself, I think, you know. And so suddenly, where? Right, I'm going to take my stale bread over to the Bastille and give it to these people. I mean, we're not letting them, but at least they can, be fed in there. And suddenly, bang, they're all walking over there to give the bread to the people in the Bastille, and big mob, and the mob grows, and before you know it, someone else says something else, and bang, it's all going down. And that's how you get a revolution. It starts in really weird and obscure ways. Obtuse, I would do. I think, revolution always begins in some sort of obtuse way. And it's hard to fathom. Why did it start? So when you're learning history classes, hundreds of years later, you're still scratching your head. I don't get it. How did it start from that? And because, as I said, a revolution usually starts with something pretty obscure. Because probably they've been fed bullshit for